Hello everybody, EnjoyX the Enlightened Gamer here. Welcome to a new wildcard. Today, I thought I'd do a vlog. Because, why not? And I thought I'd talk about something that's very unique to each of us. And more specifically, how it is unique to me. Fear. I'm not talking about jump scares or fright or the fight or flight reflex. I'm talking about true terror. For almost everybody, it's something different. Some people are afraid of what they cannot see. Other people, like myself, are afraid of what they cannot control. That's not to say I'm a control freak, because I'm anything but, really. But what I truly fear is hopelessness, helplessness. Being in a situation where I cannot protect myself or somebody else. Not the innate, irrational desire to control every little thing, because I know in my own mind that that's impossible, and I've accepted it. But whenever there are too many variables that I cannot control, I become afraid. Oftentimes that fear manifests itself as anger, fury, frustration. My personal greatest fear is falling. Not necessarily heights, because when I'm in a high place, I feel like an airplane, like I'm still safe, I'm still in a giant metal body that can protect me. And I'm far from helpless because the number of plane crashes is very small. But when I'm leaning out over the edge, over a pane of glass, or hanging from a cliffside, a lot of this goes back to nightmares I had when I was a child. I'm sure everybody's seen the cliched, stereotypical falling dream, where you fall from a great height, and you're supposed to wake up right before you hit the ground. I never did. I almost always hit the ground. And I had these falling dreams so often growing up that I was actually able to use them to learn how to lucid dream. Picture that jumping scene from the first Matrix film where Neo is pushed off the edge of a building. That was pretty much 90% of the dreams I had as a child. The other 10% were brought on by feelings of helplessness following failure. You've already failed. You cannot succeed. I fully accept that people might make fun of me for saying this, but as a child, I was truly traumatized by this. The music, the feeling of helplessness, the visuals, They don't rub it in your face that you lost, but they really make you feel like all hope is. This is a Super Nintendo game. For me, such a feeling has yet to be replicated in any other game I've ever played or seen, with one exception. The endings to the third Five Nights at Freddy's game. Revived that trauma. It didn't matter if it was the good one or the bad one. The music, the visuals, the feeling was there. Utter hopelessness. Truly, no matter what you do, whether you get the good ending or the bad, you cannot undo the damage that was done. You can't do it. Nobody can. It's too late. You've already failed. That's also why I have a fear of driving, or even riding in a passenger seat while driving. There are so many variables that oftentimes people who are excellent drivers get in terrible car crashes through no fault of their own. And unlike something like being in a plane crash, car crashes happen all the time. So much so that almost everybody has been in at least one, myself included. Partly because of this fear and partly because of circumstances beyond my control, I was never able to get my driver's license. Not yet. And to be honest, if it wasn't for society's deeming it needed, I wouldn't want one. But when you don't have something like a driver's license, something that you're supposed to have, society looks at you as though you're broken. And maybe I am. But the real truth is, we are all broken in our own unique way. Maybe what you're afraid of is the unknown. You're afraid of death because even if you have faith, you can't be sure, as nobody can be, what happens after you die. Maybe you're irrationally afraid of insects because insects are small and they're hard to see, they're hard to find, and yet a single bite can kill you. Or maybe you don't seem to have any fears. Maybe you're a Batman, and your only real fear is losing those who are significant to you. Losing those you love. Which, of course, eventually always happens. You either live long enough to see yourself become the villain, or you die the hero. I know I got that backwards, but it's true. Certain people seek to be heroic, and what they fear is destiny. That their choices and their courage will be ignored. Still, there are the nihilists out there who only fear joy, fear the common trends, because so long as things remain bad, they remain predictable, and you remain in control. The way to conquer fear, to give something constructive to this vlog, is not always to face your fear, but to uncover it. Discover why you are afraid. Why are you afraid of oblivion? And then to face that fear. To confront it, not necessarily head to head, but in thought. To learn why one is afraid is the first step to overcoming that fear. And what is courage? But facing fears which we have overcome. I'm Ninja X, the Enlightened Gamer. Until next time, stay enlightened.